So we have our practice leader in Charlotte. We have a lot of knowledge of faith projects in Charlotte. We have a ton of knowledge of faith projects here, and then sprinkled throughout all the offices. So when you're going after a job, how do y'all determine who's the right team? Who do we pull in? Chuck, you just mentioned y'all went to Charlotte when you were doing the Winston-Salem. So how do y'all put together that initial team?
Let's start with it. I think initially it's understanding of location, just to give them a reality of who's going to be that day to day. So when we do present, and fortunately, hopefully, when they know that face, right? I mean, that's a huge default, not doing that. And I think too, just having that connection with all the offices. I mean, it's just a great collaborative environment because there's so much knowledge in this office in Raleigh and in Charlotte, both from early design to help with budgeting, even with understanding square footages and costs per market. I mean, to have that access to professionals like that within the firm, and that brings a level of value to clients that would be unexpected in another firm.
Yeah, and I know we've had a couple of projects where the Greenville office has been collaborating with the Charlotte office, like the Refuge, for example. More recently, what's the one that you jumped on to later in the process?
Summit.
Yeah, Summit, that's one, but there was the more local one to Charlotte. I can't think of the name of that. It's Tim Poole was on that for a while.
Freedom House.
What is it?
Freedom House.
Freedom House, yeah.
So 1 to 4.
Yeah, and then there's also a youth center in near Spartanburg, Boiling Springs, that we collaborated on. So we've had good experience in being able to have a team that's in 2 cities with combined expertise, so that the client in any of those cases, I don't really think perceived anything about location. They just perceive that we have the expertise at the right place at the right time.
These are complex projects that we're working on, whether they're renovations or new builds, just with the uses and the code restrictions, and to be able to tap into experiences. I think it's just extremely beneficial to have that foresight to go to the client and let them know ahead of time, then on the back end of some potential cost creeps. Again, there's so much value in having those experts in different communities.
And we've also done the situation in Myrtle Beach or Garden City where we had a much closer physical connection to Charleston. And so even though we designed the project, the CA work was handled through Charleston because they were like an hour away from the coast, and we were 3 hours away. So that teamwork has really been good, and I think the owners have generally either not noticed or thought it worked